camera. Icky, smudgy. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm going to let everybody start rolling in real slow here. I'm going to go ahead and figure out the best angle for this camera because this is going to be a weird day. All right, I might have to end up putting you guys back over here and flipping that way so you guys can see what I'm doing. That might make the most sense. There's that. Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're living your best lives and doing well. I'm going to set you over here for now. Let's move you over a little bit. Good. Hopefully you guys are having the time of your lives. Time of your lives, am I right? Okay, anyway, that sucked. There's that. No need to update. Open punch sensor. Cool. Hello, friends. Hi. Hey, Levi, how's it going? Good. Say Ben. Okay, let's set target force 100 round timers. Let's put it at like let's put it at 20 minutes. Run punch force. Let's keep it 50. Then target punch force is 100. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I am gonna do a smack. I'm gonna smack the force plate. We're gonna do some science today. I'm super excited. We're gonna have a good time. Here's the setup. We're gonna hang out over here. So basically, there are a couple of things that I want to test. That does sound dirty. There are a couple of things that I want to test. So first off, I think one of the fun things to test today is how much force it actually takes to break one of my ice blocks. I want to see how that goes. Additionally, I want to see how much force is generated by different styles of strikes with a Meteor hammer, and just smacking some stuff, because there are some neat tricks that I like that I think are really cool, but very weak. And then there are some that are just really practical shots that are very, very strong. So I think we're going to have a really good time doing this stuff. Give me just a moment. I think I want to start with the ice blocks. Actually, I might move into the ice blocks. Let's just get a feel for this thing. And where do I want you guys to be? Also, thanks for hopping in today. As a reminder that I will give to you guys throughout this, first off, if you're ever interested in learning Meteor hammer work with me, I do have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/BenseiArmy. Please feel free to sign up and sign in. The lowest tier is $5 a month, $5 and you get one live class with me a month, as well as access to an entire private playlist of just lessons that I've had in the past. So regardless of what tier you're on, you're gonna get all of the live class knowledge that I can give you, because I want to share what I do. Also, if you guys donate through here today during the live stream because I do something super neat, or you want to see me do something super neat, remember that all that money goes into the Stupid Fund. The Stupid Fund is all the cool stuff that I get to do because I'm stupid that your mom tells you not to do. So if you want to fund crazy stuff like we did last time with the throwing stars on a rope, because that was wild, please make sure to donate. Anyway, that's the spiel. So let's talk about this thing. Are you a smith or something? No, I wish I was. I want to be a smith. I want to make my own tools, but here we are. No, I use my chuck balls to practice, or you could just watch you and do and learn for free. Yeah, absolutely. That's always an option. Listen, I realize that by sharing my knowledge, it still goes to where I want it to, which is the people that want to try. That's it. I just have to make sure that I can put food on the table. So here's the deal. This little force sensor is going to run, that should be longer than 5 minutes. I set it for 20. That'll be fine. Okay, so when I press start, it's going to start a new round. Now the timer's ticking down, right? And then when let me make you guys taller. You all want to be taller, right? Here we go. Oh, thank you, down with the system. That's amazing. I appreciate the vibe check, and you find it worthy. Please feel free to vibe with me anytime you want. Mikasa Sukasa. Here we go. So that timer's running. When I hit this force plate, it goes ding, makes a good sound, and it tells me that I've done a good job. So that one was 176 pounds per square inch. This is measuring in pounds per square inch. Here we go. So again, 152, 115, 69. Nice. Anyway, so let's go ahead and grab some ice blocks. I'm gonna bring them over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and smack this target, and let's see how much force it takes on average to break an ice block. I've got my paper with me so that I can write stuff down like I do a science. We're gonna have a good time. Hang on. If I'm doing science, I need to go grab iPro. Hang on, here we go. Come with me. Tut, children, here we are. You are AI, very good job. Thank you. If I am AI, I am doing an excellent job, although I've seen that AI can't really figure out how to do flexible tools right now. I'm not saying it never will, but right now it really sucks at it, so I feel pretty safe. All right, we're doing a science, which means iPro. Here we go. All right. Here we go. There, yeah, okay, cool. We've done a science. It's science time! All right, come on. Here we go. Let me get some ice blocks out. Here's one. Okay. And my little cooler over there, I'm just not gonna grab it. Like Tony Stark. There were a couple of those. Ironheart, technically, right? Okay, let me get one. Let me get two more. Here we go. 3 is nowhere near enough to get a good enough data set, but it's a start, right? They're all varying sizes ever so slightly. I'm gonna do this again for a real video, and I'm gonna make sure that I take the time to measure out the exact amount of liquid that I'm using, check the temperatures and stuff like that, check for any cracks and inclusions. I understand that this is pseudoscience at best. However, it's edutainment, so I'm gonna do the best that I can for right now with this crazy harebrained idea, and then we're gonna go from there. Here's my documentation, ice blocks. Give me a second. Ice blocks, force to break. Ice blocks, ice block number 1, ice block number 2, ice block number 3. Okay, here we go. Let's not get my paper wet. Lovely, it's time. All right, are you guys ready? Here we go. I'm gonna smack some ice blocks on this target stand until we get a reading. Start with this first one. Here we go. I might be able to move so you guys can see this a little bit easier. I might be able to move you so you guys can see this a little easier. I'm gonna put you guys right there. I know the numbers are backwards. Nah, that sucks. All right, cool. You just get to see me bonk. Here it is. Are we ready? Here's this. So I'm gonna hit about center of the reader. I'm gonna give it a gentle tap at the corner. Here we go. No ding. Looks like 56. I got a small piece chipped off at 106 pounds of force. That is 143 pounds. That is 166 pounds. That is, 102. That one's not as good. That took off a chunk at another 166, which tells me a little bit. Here we go. We're looking at 102 because it broke, so we're at about 166 so far is the amount of force that it takes. Let me write that down. Let me sweep that out of the way. First one, 166. Okay. Here we go. About 166 pounds of force. Again, that will be different based on the surface area of the thing that's hitting it. Let me sweep up my mess. Hup. Please take this time to like the live stream while I clean up my mess, because reminder, you should always clean up your mess in the middle of it so that when you get done and you're ready to just crash out and go home, you don't have more work to do. Here we go. Let's dump this in our bucket. Oh, our timer stopped, okay. Let's start another. Yeah. New round. Starting around, okay, so we got 166 pounds of force. That's the first one we're looking at. Let's go ahead and go to the next ice block. Here we go. Next ice block, ready? This one's a little bit thinner, so it might take less. 57, that only took 57 and it's already cracked. Yeah, wow, okay, so much much less robust that time. Let's see. 57 was the highest we got. Third one. 60. Wow. Very different. Very different. So our other one must have been a lot thicker, huh? Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna go grab another ice block because that's very different. That is a huge difference. 57, 60. I think I can forfeit 2 more ice blocks to this so we can at least throw out some outliers. Here we go. We'll throw out our highest and our lowest. Here's another one. And then I should have one in the freezer. Yeah, I got some ice blocks in here. Perfect. I gotta keep some left with me. Let's do 5 data sets. Here we go. 5 samples at least. Okay, here's this one. Timer's still running. Here we go. I think this one's gonna crack soon too. 98. 128. This one was 128, okay? Not bad. Let me see, let me check your comments, guys. I'm so sorry. Yep. See how much force it takes to break an ice block. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys for helping me answer comments while I do this. 128. Okay. Last one. This one's a fresh one out of the freezer. I don't know if that'll change anything at all, but let's see how much force it takes. Good swing. Here we go. Almost 75. That was 122. 94. Okay, so we got up to 122 on this one. Okay. Let me sweep up my mess yet again. Let's get some numbers crunched. So again, we're still in pseudoscience territory. Have I accounted for all factors and variables? Absolutely not. Was this a harebrained idea that I thought of literally 5 minutes before the live? Absolutely. If you guys enjoy my pseudoscience, please make sure to like the live stream. And I'm gonna go ahead and start smacking this target with a Meteor hammer after I crunch the numbers. Good, okay. Alrighty, you guys ready? You got your calculators out? Here we go. We're all gonna do this together. Last one was 122. Okay, so we're going to strike the 166, and we're going to strike the 157. We've got 60, 128, and 122. Give me a second, I'll do my math. Let me do it in front of you guys. There we go. So, 128, 260. 10, carry that over, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, carry that over, 0, 0, okay, 300, so about 100 pounds per square inch is our average for, if we remove the highest and the lowest, and then we take our 3 in the middle, that gives us about 300, which gives us about 100 pounds per square inch to break an ice block of a comparable size to all the other ones that I normally use. Okay, so it's about 100 pounds. That's not too bad. They are robust. They're not the most robust things in the world. Obviously, it's an ice block, and I'm certain that if I smashed the ice block into it a different direction, it would change it. If I tried to compress the ice into it instead of shearing the ice off when I hit it, I think that would change things drastically. Actually, that's a cool enough idea that I'm gonna go grab one more ice block. Here we go, here we go. Hang on, guys. Science is cool, and it should make you do nerd stuff. All right, let's get one more ice block in on this. Okay, last one, here we go. I'm gonna try this by hitting it from the side of it and just trying to smash the whole ice block into it. You ready? What exactly do I need to get started learning to make a Meteor hammer? I have, for Cameron, I actually have a couple of videos up. One of them is Meteor Hammer Rope Dart, a comprehensive beginner's guide. If you look into that, it should show you all the stuff that you need to know and do in order to make a Meteor hammer for practice. Here we go. Ready? One more. Let's go ahead and measure this. Okay, new round. Let's start. 5 minutes on the clock. We're gonna smash it into it this way now instead of trying to shear it off. Here we go. 179, that's different. 320. 486. Hang on, you guys gotta be able to see these numbers. This is disgusting. There you go, you might be a little backwards, but let me drop you down some, make you a little shorter. Wiggly, wiggly stream, wiggly, wiggly stream. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm a very active human being. 486. 402. 443. I am flinging ice everywhere. Boy, I hope it doesn't get on my computer. 475. Bro, 418. And it still looks like this by the end, guys. This is, yeah, very different. So based on how I strike the ice block and where I'm gonna hit it, it's definitely gonna change things. Obviously, right? Trying to compress this is gonna be very different than trying to shear it. Can I, oh, this one's sturdy. Here we go. Ready? Let's see what that does. So we got like, our highest was like 475, I think, or 480 something. Ready? 115. 115 and this sheared off. 123. Yeah, it's very, very different. We have to keep that in mind as we're striking our targets. So, that takes up a good spot of science today. Pounds for its metric system. I'm so sorry. I'll tell you what, I'll spend a whole piece of this switching it to metric. Yeah, absolutely. So, neat nerd stuff. Thanks for joining me for science today, guys. Remember, we want to fund dumb science. You can add tips to this. I do not expect it. It's just appreciated. And as I get into some stuff that we're going to be doing soon, I'm going to talk to you guys about all the fun plans I have. If you guys want to fund the wild stuff I do, don't forget that it's an option. Again, never expected, always appreciated. So, let me go ahead and fix all this up. Oh, that got wet. All right, here we go. Let's fix all this up. Let's clean up my mess. Okay. So, shearing strength for our ice blocks is still averaging about 100 pounds, which is perfect. So now we can check to see if I would end up breaking ice blocks when I do my target work that we're about to do. I'm gonna set you guys back and over here. No, here, good. I'm gonna move you guys right about here. And let's see just how much force our Meteor hammers do. Here we go. Ready. So, from here, we've got this up and going. One of the other things I need help with funding is more Meteor hammers because this one is starting to get very sad. Can you guys see that? I have flattened the nub on top. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Let's go ahead and smash into this target real quick. And let's see what this reads off as. I'm gonna try and get exactly 100 pounds. Here we go. First try, exactly 100 pounds. Are we ready? 103. 103. Read it and weep. Here we go. 71. 141. 100. Hey, let's go. Ta-da, magic. So that's about 100 pounds. Just the flip of a wrist should get me 104. Literally just flipping my wrist over. So let's see if that's accurate. Let me go grab a target stand. We've got this ice block. Doesn't look structurally compromised. It's sheared off up at the top, but we should be good. All right, ice block. So just a hand flip over should break that ice block. Well, what do you know? Crazy. About 100 pounds of force in just that little swing. We've got a bunch of chunks everywhere. Super nifty. That seems about accurate. Okay. It wasn't a big break. As you guys saw, it kind of fell apart as it was falling through the air. Not too bad. Okay, so looks like Meteor Hammer generates a lot of force in a short range. I think that's one of the cool things, right? We love that. But what else can we do? So if I swing larger, I'm gonna move you guys back a little bit. If I swing larger, I give myself a little bit more line, give myself a little bit more space to swing. Let's see what this generates. How much was that? 147. Rotation at the hips only. I'm just going to rotate in. Oh, it stopped my timer. All right. Cool. New round. Start. Here we go. Again, out. About this long. Let's make it as long as my forearm. Let's add an extra forearm length to this. Rotate at the hips. Good. What'd we get? 170. Rotate at the hips. 239. Rotate at the hips, starting from 90 degrees away from the target. Here we go. 265. Okay. One more time. So a forearm length rotation at the hips, we're looking at 316 on that last one. One more time, I'm going to try and hit dead center of the target and see if that's different. Good. 233. Oh, that might change things. Interesting. 202. So is it measuring the flex of the force plate? Is that how it's checking? Is this what we're doing? I think that's really cool, actually. So let's see. 186. 234. Fascinating. So it looks like it is measuring not. I don't know if it matters that much. Just did it a bunch of times in the row and we're looking at 160, 167. Okay, here we go. Let's try and measure this right. Let's do, I'm going to come from my chest directly out into the center. I'm going to come from my chest directly out to the corner. I realize that adds a little bit more distance to the strike, but let's see what that does. 185, 179, 221, 199, 203, 201, 228, 216. Okay, so it looks like hitting up at the top corner definitely gives me less force than hitting dead center. Let's see if hitting the side does anything. 166, 176, 210, 327. It dropped down to 61 because it caught the after flex of this, I guess is the best way to describe it. 214, 221, 162, 241, 178, 177. Okay, so it seems like striking up at the top right-hand corner doesn't give us nearly as much force as striking down on the outside center of the plate, and striking the center of the plate versus striking the outside center of the plate is different too. This is really cool. I haven't gotten to do this very much and play with this stuff. Thanks for joining me, guys. Means a lot. So basically what we're playing with, I saw somebody ask what the heck I'm doing today. So basically what we're playing with is I have this really cool force plate that reads off of a bunch of load sensors inside, which I would love to tell you I understand, but I don't. I just listen to people smarter than me. And basically, as far as I understand it, it reads the amount of flex in the steel plate back behind it. So if you guys get back inside there, there's a metal steel plate back here. There's this plate that's like a cover, and then there's this wooden beam right here, or wooden plate that we have in front to protect things. But this metal plate back here, as it flexes, apparently all the neat gizmos and gadgets in here, again, not a scientist, reads the amount of flex in the plate. So that's how it's measuring force. It's how much it takes to flex that plate in general. This is wild, and I love this. This is so fun. Okay. So let's go ahead and start doing some actual Meteor Hammer martial artsy stuff. Let's stick with a simple cast at first. I'm going to move away from this. Let me restart this. Stop round, new round, select boxer, edit. I don't want this 5 minutes. I want this 50 minutes. Nah, let's make it a full hour. 60 minutes. Okay. What? It won't do it. Is the longest it'll go 5 minutes? Can we do 10 minutes? Is 10 minutes allowed? Nope. The longest it'll go is 5 minutes. That's crazy. All right. Awesome. Apparently you can only have up to a 5-minute round. Here we go. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, if it's measuring the flex, it definitely changes things, and hitting the outside would absolutely make it hit harder. Okay, let's do some science now. I'm gonna stick with a simple cast to start. Where do I put you guys? Because this is fun, and I want you to be able to see all of it. That might work. Does that work? Let's find out. Let's find out. Here we go. Nothing like testing things before you have a solid idea of what you're doing. So let's see, hang on, where's my ruler? I need to know how far away I am, because that changes things. Hang on. I'm gonna go grab my measuring tape. Good, okay. Where is my measuring tape? I hope you guys can still hear this. If you can't, I'm real sad because it's very funny. Let's get some masking tape. Where's my masking tape? There it is. Wah-ha-ha! All right, here we go. Measure how far I am from the force plate. I'm gonna try and keep it around the same distance each time. This won't be exact, but it can be if I try harder. Here we go. Let's have me back here. Measure just as it fell. What do we got? 105 inches, about 8 feet away from this point. About 8 feet away. Okay, I am 8 feet. 8 feet and 8 feet 9 inches. Okay, I'm about 8 feet and 9 inches away from the target. So keep that in mind. Whoever's writing this down at home, go ahead and write that down. About 8 feet and 9 inches away from the target. Let me actually write that. Do I have a Sharpie? I have a Sharpie. I have a Sharpie. Haha, I can do science today. All right, here we go. Gosh, I really want to learn orbital physics so I can figure out how meteor hammers work better. Anyway, 8 foot 9 inches. Okay, all right. Cool. This is gonna move out of the way now. All right. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Awesome. Okay, got it leashed. Let's go ahead. I got about 2 minutes left. My toes are back at the 8 foot 9 line. I'm gonna do a simple cast. Let's see what we get. 303 pounds. Not bad, simple cast. Oh, just a little high. Oh, you know why it went high? Because I didn't have my eye pro on. That's right. Be smart. Be smart. We're doing science today. We have to look like it. Here we go. 181. Oh, a little high. 181. 204. 126, or sorry, 262, my apologies, 262. 175. 247. 198. We're gonna get 10 shots in like this. 206. 2 more. Little low. 226. Last one. Here we go. 209. Okay. Simple, gentle casts. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Right? Didn't want to do any wild stuff. Let's go ahead and end this. Stop round. Okay. You guys at home are going to be my calculators now. Here we go. So from a simple underhand cast, hang on, oh, I disappeared. I'm so sorry, guys. Here we go. So, and realistically, oh my gosh, this is so much. Like, I'm gonna have to measure out how long the line is, what the speed is from each cast, but we're just trying to get an average here. Like I said, today is a pseudoscience day. I'm doing my best, but I'm trying to put some actual effort into figuring out what we're doing here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here are the numbers. You guys ready? We're gonna do this together. me give you the numbers first. We're going to get rid of the highest and the lowest, our outliers at the top and the bottom, and then we're going to go ahead and get our average of the other 8. So we've got 303, 181, 204, 262, 175. Hang on, that was the first 5. 247. There we go. Let me write that down. 198. 202. Oh, sorry, that's 206. My apologies. I am dyslexic, and it looked upside down in my brain. 206. 226. And number 10 should be 209. Looks like our lowest is, please take away 175. And please take away 303. And then if someone can get me the average for that, that would be wonderful. Also, oh my gosh, thank you for the donation. I don't even know who gave it. Where did it come from? Who sent? Thank you. I appreciate you. You're wonderful. My glasses are fogged. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Listen, Kiwi, I'm aware that I should be using the metric system. It is correct. I do agree. However, it's currently only measuring in pounds per square inch, and there's not really a setting for that because it was made by an American that didn't do science. So as soon as I can get something that will just read the data for me and give me the raw numbers, I'll switch it to metric immediately. Today it's in pounds. I'm sorry. I agree. Okay. So it looks like our average is, let me see, 190. Is that what I'm seeing? 190.5? Hang on. Let me make sure that everybody's got the average. 216. That seems more accurate. I'm seeing a lot more 216s. 216. I'm seeing 190.5. Interesting. Okay, am I going to have to do this myself too? I'm going to have to. All right, here we go. Hang on. Let me open my calculator. There's that. Let's do, hang on. I'm gonna do my math over here too, just to make sure. I was the donation. Thank you, doctor. Hang on. Let me not just hit the heavy bag with it, but I'll try and hit the targets with it too. So give me just a second. Let me get this data entered in. 181 plus 204 plus 262 plus 247 plus 198 plus 206 plus 226 plus 209 equals, and then divided by 8 equals, yep. All right, cool. So the average amount of force from an underhand cast from 8 feet away looks like it is 216.625. That's perfect. Let me get my average. Average of 216, looks like 217. There we go. So an average of 217 pounds per square inch. We're going to go ahead and cut that down the middle. Okay, now what I do want to do is I'm going to do those foot shots for you guys so you can see them. And then what I would like to do is I would like to try my overhand casts next and see if they hit harder, because I have the belief that overhand casts hit harder than underhand casts because I am using gravity to help me. However, I'm not certain if that's accurate. So we're gonna go ahead and get an average of 10 shots and figure that out. But first, I had somebody ask me for foot shots. I'll start with foot shots on the heavy bag and we'll get some good ones in. And then we'll get you some good sweet chin music over there on that force plate. But I wanna do the overhand cast first because my ADHD brain is not gonna let me just skip over that. So let's get this. Here we go. You ready? Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Good foot shots. Let's hear them. Oh, so beefy. So chunky. Whoa. Oh, just a little high. One more. Oh, those feel good. Good foot shots. Are we happy with those? Does that satisfy? Does that itch an amazing scratch in your brain for cool foot shots? Hang on, let me shoot it at the camera because that's always fun. You guys ready? Here we go. Let me turn you just a little bit. Don't panic. It's gonna come at you guys real fast. Here we go. You ready? Boom. Oh, so spicy. Boom. Oh, boom. Oh, boom. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Right at the camera without smoking it. Thank you for the donation. For the Japanese flying scythe, we want a Kasurigama. Thank you so much for the donation for the Kasurigama. It is gonna happen. We are gonna do it. It will be for real. And I might even have some people that are willing to 3D print me a model in the meantime. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to our overhand casts now, and then I will do the foot shots on the force plate. That'll be the first one that I do that's not a simple cast. But this is what I want first. Here we go. Let's move this over. I'm so excited. I don't think you guys understand. I loved science class. I love getting into the minutia and the small, finite pieces of just testing things over and over again. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's my favorite part. It's just so cool. All right, let's do overhand casts. Goggles on, it's safety time. Here we go. Let's see what we got. 10 shots right now. 197, 165, 235, 283, 287, 332, 300, 259, 232, last one, 274. Okay, okay, cool. New data set to play with. Here we go. Yeah, chucking weapons at random things. Literally my favorite thing to do with my spare time. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Here we go. Where is Cell Sword Arts in chat? We're doing science right now. Stop round. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get all those numbers written down. First one is Hyuk. Let me clear. 197. 165. 235. 283. Let's go ahead and move over. 287. And then the last 5. Okay. 332. 300. 259. 332, or sorry, 232, my apologies, 232. And then 274. Looks like our lowest is get rid of 165 and get rid of our highest at 332. Okay, and let's go ahead and get that average. I already can see that it's going to be higher. Here we are. 197. We'll double check against each other to see if we got the same thing. Plus 235 plus 283 plus 287 plus 300 plus 259 plus 232 plus 274 equals divided by 8 equals, I was right, haha. Average. Let's double check, we'll all make sure together. So I've got 258, very much so. 258 pounds per square inch. So looks like, I should make some graphs. Graphs are cool. I like graphs. So it looks like overhand casts are, on average, stronger than underhand casts, which felt right, but I'm just not sure. So it's good to be able to test and verify. Now we're on to the foot shots. The foot shots are just going to be aiming them for the most part. Let's make that happen. Let's see what the foot shots do. Again, I'm not looking to hit harder or softer. I'm not going to try and add more or less force. I'm going to try and keep it about the same. I'm just going to see what happens. So let's see. What am I really trying to say? I am going to try and keep the rotation of the Meteor hammer and the speed pre-cast the same as what I did with my overhand and underhand casts. So let's see. Let's go ahead and move you guys over and start a new round. And I'm going to move this. Let's go ahead and make a new spot. There's this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now let's move on to the foot shot. So you guys ready? Here we go. There's this. Let's set you guys up there. Time for the foot shots. Again, reminder to everyone, the donations that you guys put in will be to the Screw Around and Find Out Fund. This is the things that I get to do that your mom tells you not to do so that I can keep doing them. It's things like tying a bunch of throwing stars to a rope. It's things like tying an axe to a rope, which is a video I'm going to put up later today because that was fun. It's all the crazy stuff that I get to do here, and I want to do even more of that stuff for you guys because just not everybody has access to stuff like this. And if I can share with you guys what I love and what you guys want to see, so be it. All right, here we go. Let's put on the science goggles. Let's go ahead and press start on that timer. Boy, this is making things harder to see. Good, and play. Okay, foot shots. 8 feet away. Foot shots. A little cramped by the bag. First off, let's just get these to land. Oh, just a little bit high. Go. 234. Oh, just over. Come on now. Don't be crazy acting. Here we go. 169. 202. 255. 264. Oh, just over again. That one doesn't count. That one's 85. Oh, just over. Come on now. It is really hard to see. Here we go. Nope. Stop that. Oh my gosh. Can I even hit a foot shot today? Apparently not. Here we go. Shut up. Don't look. There we go. 233. 210. Good. Just a little low at the pole. Oh, too high. Hang on. Nope. Here we go. 132. Ugh, super low. Little high. Let's do it again. Huh? There we go. 271. One more because I had one that was a failure. 231. Okay. Cool, let's test that. Foot shots are way harder to aim. That's crazy, who would have thought? Here we go. Science time. Okay. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Foot shots. Okay, here are our numbers, guys. I'll make a lesson on the foot shots. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 231. Or sorry, 234. My apologies. 234, 169, 204, 255, 264, 233, 210, 132, 271, 231. Looks like we are removing 132 and 271. Oh boy, this is different. All right, here we go. Let's get our math in. Where's my calculator? What happened? Where'd my calculator go? Good. All right, let me get this in. 234 plus 169 plus 204 plus 255 plus 264 plus 233 plus 210 plus 231, enter, divided by 8, enter, 225, okay? Wow, 225 even. We all get 225? That seem about right? 225, 225, 225, double checking, double checking. Good, good. Seems good. And reconnecting, there we go. See, had a lot of red 15s, baby. Rounding up, seems like that. Seems the consensus. Okay, cool. 225, 225. So, looks like those foot shots, first off, as we noticed, significantly harder to hit. And that means a lot when we're dealing with a combative situation, right? If I am trying to fight somebody, if I'm trying to get at somebody with a Meteor hammer, I need stuff that is consistent. So, one of the things that we found was that those foot shots are way harder to aim, especially out at 8 feet, right? But what we do find is that they are harder hitting than at least our underhanded casts by a decent portion, not by much. These are more aimed than done with power. I'd be very curious to see if the hardest foot shot I can muster is stronger than the hardest underhand cast I can muster. And I think that would be fascinating. Is that worth testing? Do you guys want to see if I can really smack this thing real hard with the foot shots and the underhand casts? Because it seems like those two are close enough. I see a lot of hearts. That means we're going to get into shenanigans. Let's see. Yes, test it. I mean, football. Yeah, for sure. Smash some ice. Yeah. Yes, test. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to really give it what I got. Let's see if we can. It's going to be less shots, but they're going to be harder shots. So let's make this happen. New round. We're going to go ahead and get that new round started. Let me put this underneath. Good. Let's do some harder shots now. Give it the beans. Give it the beans. Okay. So I'm going to start with the foot shots. I don't want to break this thing, but I am going to give it full socks. Are you guys ready? All right. Actually, as a matter of fact, I might literally take off my shoes so that I can aim the best I can, which is going to make it hilarious when I miss a lot. All right. So power and accuracy are not the same thing. There's usually a cap to how much you can put on something. I can fling that rock extremely hard, but being accurate with it at the same time is difficult. So we're going to see what we can do. Here we go. Ready? Let's start. I want to start with the foot shots. So let's really try and get those to land. There. All right. Let's start the timer. I realize taking my shoes off has changed the length of my foot, which will change the leverage on it, which will change the amount of force, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I understand. But we're going to do it. Ready? Here it is. Here's this. Good. Let's put myself at the exact range for these shots to land. Let's. Yeah, that's going to be good. Here we go. Here we go. Good hard shot. 436. Oh, a little low. 346. 448. 390. 79 just on the edge. That one doesn't count. We got to hit a good one. Just a little low. Here we go. 342, and at flexed back into a 58. Oh, took a chunk off the top. 393. 359. Oh, too high. 368. 415. Oh, a little low. One more. Oh boy, I'm really trying to give it what I got, guys. 391. Okay, that's 10 shots that landed. Woo! Those are different numbers. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Good, good, good. All right, let me flip this paper over. Let me write full socks. Foot shots. There's that. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Average. Alrighty. You guys ready for some crunchy math stuff? Here we go. Good. Awesome. All right. 436. Here we go. 436. 346. That's crazy. 448. 390. Next. 342. 393. 359. 368. 415. And 391. Okay, let's remove 436. And then, what is our next lowest? 342, it looks like. 342. Okay, so let's get the calc-a-math. This is ugly. 346 plus 448 plus 390 plus 392, nope, sorry, 393 plus 359 plus 368 plus 415 plus 391 equals, divided by 8, equals 388.75. So 389 on average. That is alarming. Anybody want to do some nerd research for me and figure out what that equates to? Like how much force it takes to break certain bones or something like that? Because I think that's really cool. And that's the nerd math that I enjoy. Good. Okay. Underhand cast. Okay. Alrighty. While you guys are doing your research on your end, we're going to do our new round. We're going to get started. Here we go. All right, let's do these underhand casts now and see if that changes anything. My hands are already getting some rope burn, so this is going to be fun. Good. And I promise at some point I'll figure out how much force throwing a chair at that thing has. I swear. Here we go. Underhand casts. Need a good 10 of them. 8 feet away. Full socks. 429. Oh boy. You better buckle in, kids. $267. $259. I can't see with these goggles on, guys. It's just not happening. $448. $467. $452. Guys, what is this? $377. $523. $295. $476. Ugh, that's different. Okay. Here we go. That's ugly. Hang on. Make sure I got all my info. Big screen. Okay, that should be all 10 shots. Good. Alrighty. Here we go. I don't know. We'll test that. We'll see if more RPMs hit harder. If you guys have sciencey questions, throw in a tip and I'll test more stuff. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Again, never expected, always appreciated. You guys fund my craziness. This stuff like this, is funded by you guys. Let's be crystal clear. The reason that I have stuff like this is because of people like you. So that's why I say it, because I want to do even more cool stuff. Here are our numbers. 249. Sorry, nope, hang on, I'm dyslexic. Erase that last one, just get rid of it, just get rid of it, just get rid of it. You're gonna laugh at me, I told you I'm dyslexic. I said 249, I meant 429. 429. 267. 259. 448. 467. Last 5. 452. 377. 523. 265, or sorry, 295, 295, and 476. Okay, we need to throw out. Sadly, that 500er, which was gorgeous, 523 comes out. And then we had one that was in the 200s, 259 comes out. That looks like our other lowest. Okay, let's go ahead and get some math done. Let's clear all this out. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having a great time doing stuff like this. It's really, really fun. I hope you guys are too. I miss good, fun math. I miss doing science. I miss doing neat stuff like this because it's just awesome. I remember people like MatPat from Game Theory getting me into math and science and Yogscast stuff, and just watching and being enthralled because I realized it could finally matter and I could finally do something fun with it. So I really, at some point, would like to learn some orbital physics and some force stuff so that I can figure out how this tool works on a scientifically accurate level, because right now it's all intuitive for me. I know that this generates more force. I know that this feels like it generates less force, although this one's a little different. I'm actually very surprised that my foot shots generate less force on average, it looks like at least, than my underhand casts. But I think that might be I have more confidence with my accuracy, so I can give it more force. There are a lot of variables that I need to play with. But anyway, Here's that. Enter divided by 8 equals 401. Oh my gosh. Looks like, yeah, 401 pounds per square inch. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. That is so much. Okay, there's one type of shot that I really want to try that I think will generate more force than all of these. And that's a backhanded cast. These are some of the hardest shots that I can throw, I think. Yeah, I think the Newtons would work better. Someone's gonna have to transfer some of this information into Newtons, and I think that would be spectacular. I completely agree. Again, reminder guys, today is a pseudoscience day. We are trying something out, but I will set all the parameters properly for a video that I make for this and just try and do my best. But there's still gonna be stuff wrong. Never hesitate to tell me things that might make this better. I care about your voices, and your voices are what make this channel work. So always share, always yap. Here we go. Let's see, how's this doing? Pretty good. All right, cool. So we're gonna do these really nasty casts that are called a backhand cast. Let me show you guys over on the heavy bag first. So, backhand casts are gonna start from the opposite side of my body, right? So, okay, this is still doing okay. This is still safe to test. So, backhanded casts are gonna start over from on my anchor side, even if I'm lead hand holding it. So I'm gonna bring this, why are you like that? There we go, yeah, that'll work. So I'm gonna bring this over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin this off over on the anchor side of my body. I'm gonna use my hips to snap into this, and I'm going to release as hard as I can. Let me move you guys back some. Here we go. Ready? I can get a lot of good force in these. I mean, they hit like a truck. They feel good. They feel like they hit harder. They feel like a stronger cast overall because I can really snap my body into it. And I think that that's going to generate a lot more force. Yikes. Yeah, Will Smith did backhanded cast Chris Rock. That was crazy. Here we go. I'm going to set you guys back a little bit so we can see this full thing. It's going to be over on this side. It's going to be the opposite of my body. I'm going to get such bad rope burn from this. Ripping pepperoni so that I can get, here we go, so that I can get a bunch of tape. All right, here we are. 5-minute timer going. Let's get these. 10 of them. Here we go. Oh, it went low and unplugged it. First one, I murdered it. Just kidding. Here we go. Oh. Back in. There we go. Does it read? Hang on. Does it read? Oh, let me stop it. Okay, it's back to reading. First one is a throwaway, doesn't count. Here we go. 279. 375. Boy, this heavy bag is really in the way. Oh, that was a good one. Hang on. 375. I went under it again. Am I gonna unplug this again? This is in danger. 375. Okay, so harder to aim. 262. Sorry, 362. 328. 419, 371, 302, 386, 395, 1 more. 386. Okay, I think it was weaker. And that's crazy. Wow. Here we go. Seeing ropes all day. Here we go. I think that was weaker. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it was the aim. I think it's harder to aim. I think I can get more force in it, but I think it's harder to aim. Here we go. Bard. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. First one's a throwaway. 279. I think I can tell just by looking at this that it's lower. Yeah. 279. 375. 362. 328. 419. 371. 302. 386. 395. And 368. That means we are getting rid of 419. Ugh, that definitely takes it out of the running. And looks like 275. No, 279. That's what it is. 279 is out. Okay. Let's plug it in. Clear 375 plus 372. Sorry, 362. My apologies. Plus 328 plus 371 plus 302 plus 386 plus 395 plus 368 divided by 8. 360. Wow. So a lot less. But no, it's 361 technically if we round up. My apologies. 361. Okay. Cool. Interesting. That's fascinating. Okay. Well, it seems like we've done a really good job so far doing science. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. The normal throw at full beans, actually our normal throw at average was 217 pounds. Our normal throw underhand cast at full beans was 401 pounds. So literally almost double. That's disgusting. I agree. That bottom one, it is definitely more like a lab. Okay, this is awesome. That's our first hour of doing some sciencey stuff. I hope you guys enjoy this force plate as much as I do. Let's take a look at what it looks like now. You came here to escape science? Boo. Boo. Science is fun. Science is the cool thing. It tells you how the world works, and it's not usually bogged down in politics. Science is the cool part. You can guarantee that the information you're getting is accurate, and when it's wrong, it's your own fault, and you can fix it. Science is the best. We love good science. Good science is everything. Bad science sucks. All right, let's take a look at this. This thing is now chewed to bits. Wow, look at all the dimples in it from where it's hit. That's crazy. That's disgusting. And we've got chunks off of the back up at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me drop you down some. But it's just, it has been ripped apart. There are a bunch of wood chunks all over the floor. I adore this. This is everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to sharp, scary things now. We're going to throw some sharp, scary things at an archery target for a little while and see what sticks. Pun intended. All right, let me move all my stuff over and get you guys situated. Get you somewhere cute and comfy so we can hang out for a second while I do that. Sadly, Count Wacula is out of commission, but you guys got to see that thing. It's the best. You'll see it for the axe video that I put up later. All right, time to start doing the scary stuff. Here we go. I'm gonna get this over here. I'm gonna go grab my ladder. Hang on. Give me just a second. Science goggles off. Grab my ladder. Get on up there. I need the big one. Oh, I have wet socks now. I stood in ice. Boo. Oh, occupational hazards, am I right? Come with me and we'll see. Sing it with me. A world of OSHA violations. All right. Up, up, up. Up. This. Unhook. Bring down. Huh. Good. Bring this down. There we go. So I've got these throwing knives that I really want to see if they stick, if they work well in this archery target. But I don't want to break the window again like I did earlier with the hatchet video. It's very funny. So, yep, I'm gonna set that there. We're gonna get this hooked up on here. There's that, seems to be okay. Got a good archery target. And let's go ahead and get to some tomfoolery. Is this one even screw back in? Boy, I hope it does. All right, here we go. Where is it? Okay, so hang on, I got a bunch of options up in this drawer. I realize it sounds ridiculous. I want this thing. I want to throw this knife. That fell down to the ground. And why are you locked into this? What is going on? You, get out. Boy, I hate dealing with chain whips. All right. So this is the throwing knife that I want to play with today. I really like this. First off, does it even stick? Hang on. Okay, a little bit. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and... does this go in and on? Will it? Ha-ha! Quick links for the win! Here we go. Ready. Let's use this. Let's see how this goes. And second, the other one that I want to play with is, sadly, this is not an axe. This is the broken handle to a hook sword. And we're going to try this and see how this goes too. Very interested. Let's start with this thing first. Here we go. I should probably put on shoes, but I'm not gonna because I live dangerously. And by dangerously, I mean dumbly. Reminder, you guys are also helping to fund my medical bills when I do something inevitably stupid. Here we go. Let's see. Can we even get this to stick? Okay, so this pad is very, very dense. I had the same trouble with the throwing stars, and getting stuff to stick inside of this is a little rough. Okay, doable. All right, here we go. Spinning backward elbow shot, reverse elbow shot. Here we go. Oh, a little high. Let's not cut the line. Let's not cut our tootsies here. Okay, it hit point first. It just bounced out. This is terrifying. Where are the glasses? Oh, now you want safety? Now we want safety? Nah, absolutely not. I told you it's pseudoscience today, kids. I'm not worried about my eyeballs. I'm worried about the views. No, I'm kidding. Also, definitely wear glasses. I know, right? It's very dangerous. Up. Man, that one landed flat. I think I have better accuracy with things on a rope. Ooh, that's a good stick. I have better accuracy with things on a rope than I ever have things not. Hang on, let me go ahead and get you guys the second mic so you guys can hear these sweet, sweet f-boots. You know, that's the sound it makes. It goes f-boot. Ah, don't drop it. Stay in hand, please. Here we go. The ice test was crazy. It looks like about 100 pounds of force to break the ice block. Let me see. Have I ever hurt myself? What do you think? Respectfully said with love. What do you think? Of course I hurt myself. Literally all the time. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. I'll put you guys on here. I'm going to give you a little extra mic. I realize this sounds terrible right now, but give me a second. Haha, you're clipped on. So now you can hear the thump. All right, here we go. Do you guys want to be over here on the fun side where you see me? You're going to be over on the cool side near the target. What do you want? You guys let me know and I'll check in a second. Reminder, the more you guys help with this live stream, the more you guys send in and donate, the more cool, crazy stuff that I get so that you guys get to see it. Here we go. Woo! Boy, I'm gonna lose my toes today. Here it is. Landed flat. That's fascinating. Again. Oh, that was a good one. Good. That was good. That one hit, then it bounced into the floor. Go over there. Good, I see. So the cool thing is they're hitting and I can see where they're gouging out. But, here it is. The underhand cast. So we found out that the underhand casts as hard as you can are the things that hit the hardest. So, oh, well, that was scary. Let's do it again. Wow, that went in, and that went in deep. It just bounced back out because of the target material. Okay, good to know. Again, super hard. That's a good one. My goodness. This is gnarly. Can you imagine? Hang on, how much does this knife weigh? Let's find out. I've got a scale. So, I can't tell you exactly how fast it's going. I could technically throw it over into the wooden target, but how much does this weigh? This is an 8-ounce throwing knife. This is an 8-ounce, almost 9-ounce throwing knife. Okay. Wait. Grams. Let me measure it in grams for you guys. This is a 252 gram throwing knife. 252. So thereabouts. That's gnarly. Almost 9 ounces. This thing's gross. This thing's one of the heaviest throwing knives I own. This is disgusting. Here we go. Ready? Alrighty. Let's do, oh wow, that got sunk. Let's try, okay, so there's this trick I've been wanting to try, right? If I can nail this trick shot with the knife and get it to stick, honestly, if I could just nail it with the knife, I would like exactly one like, just one heart. Here we go. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna catch it with the foot, turn and throw it. Oh man, I'm gonna cut my own feet off. Here we go. I'm gonna take it under. I'm gonna catch, turn, throw. All right, let's see. I might actually put on shoes now. This is terrifying. Thank you. I appreciate you, late bros. That's wonderful. That helps a tremendous amount. You guys are so sweet. Here we go. Catch it with the foot, turn, whoo, throw. Did I cut myself yet? Oh, just a little stab. That's okay. All right, hang on. Here we go. Catch, turn, throw. Whoa, close. Okay, here we go. Catch, turn, throw. All right, here we go. This is a 360 foot shot. This is a 360 prodigal. You ready? Catch. We're going to catch, turn, throw. Oh, we hit it, but it didn't stick. Thank you so much for the support. Love for everything. Please be careful. Absolutely. I'm going to be as careful as I have to be. But the fun stuff happens now, so. All right, here we go. So, catch, turn, throw. Man, I am literally just flinging a knife with my feet, aren't I? You ever have those moments where you're halfway through doing something and you realize just how dangerous and stupid it is? That's what my videos are for. Here we go. Catch, turn, throw. Oh, that was better. That was flatter. I'm gonna get this to stick. Here we go. Ready? Catch, turn. No, I hit it with the point. Okay. Hang on, you guys are gonna back up a little bit because this is gonna get dumb. Here we are. Ready? So again, for demonstration purposes, for anybody that wants to try this at home, first off, don't do it with a live knife. That's very ridiculous. Second off, here we go. I'm gonna take it underneath the lead leg, and I'm going to first off need to learn a prodigal. So I'm gonna catch it with my anchor foot and then kick it out, right? So again, I'm taking it under the lead foot, catch with the anchor foot, kick it out. Second, I need to learn how to pirouette into that. So I'm gonna take it underneath my lead leg and turn my lead foot out to the outside a little bit. I need to turn it the direction I'm gonna be spinning, which is over my anchor shoulder. I'm gonna practice catching that with my lead foot and say, hey, that's a 180. That's stuck, that's a 180, but that doesn't count. That's not the 360. Don't do anything for that. So I need to do a 180 foot shot, which means I'm gonna catch, turn, and send it back the other way, right? I'm gonna catch underneath the leg. I'm gonna shoot it, whoop, out the opposite direction. Underneath the lead leg, catch and fling it out, whoop, 180 degrees back behind you. Now, once I can make that happen on repeat, the next thing that I'm gonna do is a 360. So I'm gonna start the direction I want this to go. I'm gonna catch it underneath my lead leg. I'm gonna catch it with my anchor foot and pivot in place to send it back out. I need to turn all the way over that foot. Oh no, my mic fell down, go boom. Hang on, it's not a boom mic. Get it? It's like, it's not a boom, it's a, okay, that was dumb. Anyway, good, good, good. So I'm gonna catch, 360, point. Hang on, I gotta reconnect you guys because it stopped giving me your comments. Reconnected, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm back, don't panic. Here we go. Ready? Drum roll of enthusiasm, if you don't mind. I'm gonna catch, 360, kick. So catch, 360. Oh, that was such a good shot, come on! Okay, I just gotta aim a little lower. If this sticks, I want exactly 1 heart. Ready? Or whatever you got. Catch, hold, right here. Good. 360, kick. It's gonna work. Catch, 360, kick. Oh, they're so good. All of these shots have landed really well. They're just not quite point first. Ready? Catch, 360. I hit with the point, but it didn't stick. Why? Okay, here we go. Catch, 360. Oh, that hit again. It's getting better. It's getting better, and I know it is. Come on. Everybody tell me that I have the heart of the cards. Tell me I'm Yugi Boy, I could do this. Here we go. Again, for those of you that are just hopping in, this is a knife. This is attached to a rope. I'm catching it with my foot and flinging it at a target. It's gonna go great, don't worry. No one panic, no one panic. I said don't panic! No one panic, here we go. You know, someone earlier said that the vibes were immaculate, but I think what they meant was manic. Here we go. Ready? Catch, 360. Oh, that was really good. Catch, 360, flick. Oh, not there. Don't put your point in the mat, Scoober. Here we go. Catch, 360, flick. I gotta be turned a little bit more. Catch, 360, flick. Catch, 360, flick. Oh, that was pretty good. Come on. Here we go. Catch, 360. Oh, it hit flat. Okay. All right. This one's the one. You guys cheer for me. I'm going to cheer for me. This one's the one. This one will work. Here we go. This is it. There's no other choice. This one will do it. On this day, I decree that I'm not going to stab my own foot. Here we go. Catch, 360, flick. Okay, don't look at that one. Stop. Don't look. Just don't look. That one didn't count. I didn't do it yet. I was just practicing. Shut up. Don't tell mom. Here we go. Catch, 360. Good. Catch, 360. Flick better. I think I know what it is. I think I understand it now. Here we go. Catch, 360. I hit the line. Did I cut it? No. Okay. Here we go. Reset. Just a good reset. Here we go. Catch, 360. That one was the best one yet because I could aim it. Catch. I gotta turn my head first. Ready? Here it is. Catch. 360. Flick. Catch. Oh, I hit with the handle. This is hard, guys. If it were an ice block, I would have smacked it by now. My goodness, it's like what I'm doing is difficult and scary or something. Who would have thought? Here we go. Ready? Here it is. Catch. I hit it, but I didn't sink it. And it doesn't count until it's good. Why? Because otherwise I can't love myself. Here we go. That was really good. Higher on the hip. Ooh, spicy. Here it is. It's getting better. Do you guys see that? We're getting a much flatter shot. It's going out point first. Ooh. I hit it and I slashed it. Got this spot right over here. You guys can't see that. Hang on, hang on. I hit it and I slashed it. Here it is, here it is, here it is. This one, right here. That was from that shot. Did it stick? Everybody say no. No, it didn't. Doesn't count yet. Here we go. Here we go. It's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Here we go. Positivity, 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 positivity. I'm positive that this will work. I'm positive that this will work. I'm positive that this will work. A little too low, I felt it. I can fix that. I can fix her. Just kidding, she doesn't need fixed. She's perfect. Good. Come on, here we go. I went low, gotta go a little higher. Oh! Why? It was such a good shot! Oh, I'm grabbing water, hang on. Where did I put my water bottle? There it is. Oh. Okay, okay. This is your reminder that trick shots are not combat applicable. They're just not. Doing the wild stuff doesn't work. It's cool, it looks fun, it doesn't. No, I'm not staking my life on this. Here we go. Catch. Fling. Catch. Oh, come on now. Hit it with the handle. Hit it with the handle. We're gonna get it. Why are you trying to get me say 6, 7? Here we go. Whoop! Don't hit me. All good. Here we go. Catch. Stop trying to hurt me. That one. Here. Hit it with the handle. Here we go. That was better. That was better. That one would have sunk. We could do it. Thank you for the donation. You guys are so sweet. RSD 250. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here we go. Catch. That was point first. Okay, okay, I have learned the craft. Hand needs to be higher. Catch. Ooh, it's stuck for a second. Okay. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Here. Hold. Catch. Good. Catch. Low, too low. Entirely too low. Come on now. Pick up that leg more. Here it is. Oh, I hit and I made another gash. Okay, 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 okay. Here we go. We can do this. Everybody be prepared. Everybody be prepared to cheer. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on this one. I feel it in my bones. Here. That would have been it if I would have hit it. This is where I would keep my trophy if I had one. Woo! Stop that! So close. Here. That's it. Turned more. Catch, pivot. Flick. Hello. All right. Hang on, shut up. Here we go. This is happening. Here we go. Ready. Catch. Catch, pivot, flick. Better tension on the line. Catch, catch, pivot, flick. Throw the foot at the target. Duh. Throw the foot at the target. Catch, catch, pivot. Throw your foot at the target, Ben. That makes the most sense. Catch, catch, pivot. Oh, I hit it with the point and it fell out again. Why? Okay. Here we go. Catch. Catch. Too high. Catch. Catch. Too low, which means, as per the rules of Goldilocks, the next one should put me in debt. I mean, be better. Catch. Oh, come on now. See, even that bounced out. Here we go. Catch. Catch, pivot. No, I caught on the inside of my own line. Catch. Woo! That one was scary. Come on. Catch. Come on, dude. What are you doing? Hang on. I know what it is. It's that it's the wrong target. That's what it is. Literally not my bad aim. Literally not me getting tired. It's got to be the target. Everybody agrees. Because I need Count Wacula. Let's get Count Wacula up here. He's a little bit sad. He's a little bit of love. Count Wacula's got it going on. Here we go. Count Wacula, prepare to meet your doom. This will work. I doth decree a new target is exactly what we needed. And that's the only thing that was getting in the way. And literally nothing else, right? Catch. Catch, turn. Okay. We hit it. We just need it to stick. Here we go. Catch. Catch, pivot. Flick. Catch. Catch, pivot. Flick. Catch. Catch, pivot. Don't come at me, rude. Here we go. Ready? Catch. Catch, pivot. Flick, better. Catch. Catch, pivot. Flick. Why is my turn so shallow? Catch. Catch, pivot. That's why I need to turn more. Catch. Catch, pivot. Oh no! Come on! Catch. Catch, pivot. Ow! Hit my own heel. That sucked. Did I cut it? Nope, no cut. Just a boom. All right. Catch. Catch, pivot. Flick. Come on. Catch. Catch, pivot. Low. Here. I hit it with the handle. Will you even stick? Yeah, you're gonna stick when I hit it, which means I have no excuse. Here we go. Only improvement. You guys ready? I've been ready. You guys have been ready. I've been ready. It's gonna end badly. What are you talking about? I would never hurt myself. I'm very good at this. Nothing bad ever happens on my streams. Here we go. Catch. Catch, pivot. Flick. Catch. Flick. Draped it over the mic. Catch. find the target, fling. Catch, find the target, fling. Catch, find the target. Too slow of a turn. Catch, find the target. Oh, I hit it. Catch, find the target. Oh, come on now. I'm not aiming for their balloon. You guys get scared? Knife got too close. Here we go. I definitely popped their balloon. Catch. Catch, pivot. Oh, come on. Catch. Catch, pivot. Flick. Catch. Catch, pivot. No, Y flat. No, B flat maybe. Is this falling off? I hope not. Here we go. Catch. Catch, pivot. Oh, whatever. Catch. That hit. Did it stick? It did cut it. Oh, I'm gonna get it. This is gonna work. You guys see it getting closer and closer? I hate this. This is the worst part of all my training work. Yes! Woo! We got it. Don't fall out. You stay in there. Stay in there. It's in. It worked. Don't. It worked. It worked. No! Two makes it true. Two makes it true. Two makes it true. Here we go. Because I don't hate myself enough yet. Two makes it true. Two makes it true. Two makes it true. Two makes it true. You ready? Two makes it true. Catch. Not two in a row, just two. Hit him in the eyeball, didn't stick. Hit him in the eyeball, point first, didn't stick. Two makes it true. Here we go. Catch. Lower, come on now. Catch. Good, catch. Too low, just fine. Here we go. We can do it. I did it once, I can do it twice. That stuck for a second, but doesn't count because it didn't stay. Okay, here we go. Catch. Skated off the side. If it were flat, it would have landed. It's okay. That hit handle. That stuck and pulled out. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You guys want to drive me to the brink of insanity, don't you? This is the fun part for you, isn't it? Catch. Yes! Woo! Even better stick that time. Let's go! Give me the chance. Give me the cheers. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ah! Ah! We did it. Oh! Ah! We did it. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. This is ridiculous. Did you guys know that it's hard to do trick shots with a Meteor hammer? Did you guys know that? Do you know it was difficult? Do you guys know that this stuff is difficult to do and very dangerous, and you're more likely to hurt yourself than anybody else? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the tips. I appreciate you, my dedication, and my love. And now, no spin. Yeah, it's way easier. My goodness. Oh my gosh, that sucked, dude. I am so scared of this thing. Every time it passed by my ankle, I was worried I was gonna cut myself in half. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Now drink water. Who said now drink water? You're right. Yay, thank you for the tips. I appreciate you. Everyone say thank you for the people sending in tips and donations. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for the love. You guys are wonderful. Everybody tell them thanks. Morgan, we are playing with a knife on a rope today. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. When you guys send thank you to them, it means a lot. It means a lot from me too. Thank you guys. Thank you tremendously. Oh my gosh, I am a gross, sweaty mess. Let's see if that axe works at all on a rope. I'm just curious now. Here we go. I'm gonna take this off of here. And by axe, I mean broken handle of a hook sword. Left is Lucy. Oh my gosh, seriously? Late bros, yeah. You guys should always thank the tippers. It means a lot. Again, reminder, the reason that I'm able to do what I do is because of you guys. So, I love it when my community thanks people for tipping. Not everybody can, but everybody wants to support me very clearly, otherwise they wouldn't be here. So when you guys thank the tippers, it means a lot to me and it means a lot to them. Can you imagine the difference between, yeah, it's me saying thank you, versus all 177 of you in chat saying thank you to the person for tipping? It's just courtesy. They're helping to fund the channel you guys like. That's exactly how this works for me, at least. I say thank you when people tip, even if it's not my stream, because they're helping to support it. Yep, I was gonna say, again, not everybody has that to give. That's okay. I never expect it, it's just appreciated. So when that appreciation happens, it's really important to me. Hook sword or rope back in the Middle Kingdom. On rope back in the Middle Kingdom. Hey, yes, they do have a hook sword on rope back in the Middle Kingdom. Oh, that's crazy. Shout out to the tippers. It matters a lot. All right, here we go. I finally got this undone. It was my hand grip strength work for the day. Here we go. Mid burp, guys, mid burp. And I'm free of this wretched abomination. All right, you stay over there. And now, the new wretched abomination. Ah, here it is. Can I get it through there? Can I do it? Nope, looks like I need paracord. Or a smaller one. Do I have a smaller one of those? No, looks like a paracord thing. We're gonna get paracord. Let's go grab paracord. Come with me, guys. Let me read your questions that you guys are asking because you guys are so cool. Probably would have been way easier with a double-bladed balanced one. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to test. Again, my live streams are for me testing out video ideas realistically. It's just fun stuff, and I get to see who sticks around, which tells me how likely people are to watch the video in the first place. Don't forget, I'm gonna put a throwing axe on a rope up as my video today. I usually upload at 4 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time, so go give that a check as soon as we're done here, which won't be long from now. We're gonna stop the live stream not too long from now. Give it another 10 minutes or so. So here we go. Question, how long have you been doing this kind of stuff? So martial arts, I have been doing for 24 years of my 28-year-old life. It's just the thing that I've done with my life. It's the thing that I've decided to put my effort into. And you know, I appreciate the turnout so far. Meteor hammer and rope dart stuff, I've been doing since COVID, since the start of COVID. So that has not been that long. What is that, 5, almost 6 years now? Almost 6 years? Yeah, it doesn't feel like that long. All right, here we go. Paracord. We're just gonna tie it in the middle where this hole is pinned, or is pushed out. And we're gonna see what this does. My prediction is that nothing good is going to come of this. Only heartbreak and suffering is what is coming from this. But, here we go. Here's this. Let's cinch this down. Let's make sure this isn't going to come undone. There's that. Good. Good. Oh, it might. Here we go. Let me retie this. Hang on. I realize this is the boring part. I'm just here. If I send you a kunai made of 303 steel, would it be safe to spin? Possibly. I'm not sure. I don't know much about metal types, but I'd be more than willing to give it a try. For anybody that wants to send me stuff to use, P.O. Box 944 in Wilmington, Ohio. Again, that is P.O. Box 944 in Wilmington, Ohio. I am more than willing to test whatever you guys send me, as long as it's not terrifying. And if it is terrifying, I'll test it with safety equipment on, because that's cool. Here we go. me see. What are you doing? I am new to the live stream. So, Lyle's gaming channel. Literally right now, I am just putting stuff on a rope and throwing it at a target. We're doing dumb stuff. Yeah, Ohio. Ohio is the space. Gonna send you a concrete molded water bottle. That's amazing. Here we go. Here we go. I'm responsible for damaging you. Oh, dude, it's okay. I take full responsibility for damaging myself. Oh, because they're comfortable. And it's a martial arts school, and I want my students to be comfy. All right, here's the monstrosity. That's why we have all the couches in the background. I saw the question. Can I get a shout out? Funny people, have you sent a donation? I will shout out anybody that gives a donation, but free shout outs ain't it, Chief. Here we go. And why is it a quid pro quo? You give, you get. You give, you get. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? I don't know if this is going to do anything. I have no idea what this will do. Okay. Sure. Okay, it hit all 3 points. That's fascinating. Oh, a little bit over. It's heavy and unbalanced. Oh, that was ugly. I don't think this is very good. Oh, but that left a huge gouge. Let me put you guys near the cool stuff. Let me put you near the cool stuff. Here we go, here we go. I'm gonna put you over on the neat side of things. Don't panic. You're not in danger. My phone is not in danger here. Don't worry. Literally, you guys are perfectly safe. Can you see that? There it is. Ready? Okay. Looks like it hit with the crescent fully, which is fascinating. Oh, I gouged out his other eye. Hey, we got a stick. Okay, let's see what we got. Here we go. Let's put you guys over here. You're feeling a little unsafe. No, please don't panic, my friends. Here we go. Here's this. Looks like we got the whole point to stick. That's gross. This is disgusting, and I love it. Can I use this like a hatchet on this? Well, this isn't very sharp. Point is, oh, I can sink that in real good. Oh, that's fun. This sinks in pretty well. Good. How about this? Ooh. Oh, that sunk in real good. Okay, so technically if I tie it down here, does that work better? Is this, hang on, is this big enough that I can just slide it under there? This is terrifying. Here we go. Does this, no, it's not, it won't reach. It won't reach, the clip isn't big enough, oh no! I'm so sad. Okay. Here we go, we're gonna throw this back on and see what happens. Put you guys over on the fun side. You're on the fun side of it now. Here we go. Yeah, the cool part. I'm gonna try and swing around it and see what happens. Let's not chop off our toes today, huh? What does this do? Oh, that hit point first, and I know it did. Oh, that's gnarly. Wow! Look at it. Look at it. Oh, that sunk in point first. That's disgusting. That's so cool. Hang on. Does it do it again? 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 Does it do it on repeat? Can I do it easily? Oh, come on now. Oh, I think it went backward that time. Hang on. Let's see what happens when I spin it. There. That. Oh, that sunk in. Okay, but that sunk in from the back. That doesn't count. I got the point to land the first time, but I don't think that's accurate. I don't think it's going to do that every time. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Ready? 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 Oh, that was the handle. That was the point. Oh no, my microphone fell off. Where are you guys gonna get that crunchy audio from now? You guys gotta hear the fun smacks. Hang on. Ah, I dropped you again. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Good, you're on there. One more time. Here. How do we get this to fly point first? Is it flying point first? It's flying point first. Oh, it did it. Okay, okay, come on. Yeah! Look at that. That's gnarly, dude. That's awesome. This is so cool. Dude, that sunk all the way down to here. That's disgusting. One more. Let's see if we can get it to do it again. So faster spin. No, that was back of handle. Yeah, wow. Okay, so with some alarming consistency, we're getting that to stick back of handle first. That's fascinating. Again, here we go. Good spin. Okay, that was back of handle. That was flat. Here we go. Is that it? Wow. Okay, so this is sinking a lot more consistently than I expected it to, which is alarming. This is terrifying. I love this. I can do that a lot more. And that, did you have it? Do you think a car 95 with a bayonet would be too heavy to Meteor hammer? You're too much. No, of course not. That would work great. It's a bomb, I guess. Unless it's a bomb, that would be painful. Not the handle being a weapon. Love that, late bros. So sword is not a weapon. LMFAO. What? What am I missing in chat, guys? Could be a shuriken. Wait. What was that? Could you use a shuriken on? Could I use a shuriken? I just made a whole video about that. Yeah, I can. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do the shuriken on a rope. As a matter of fact, it should still be put together. Here we go. You guys want to see some of the scariest things you've ever seen in your life? All right, kids. It's time for emotional turmoil. This is my flying claw. It has made the sharpest and scariest thing you have ever seen. I want you guys to brace yourselves. Ready? It is a bunch of throwing stars on a rope attached to a hand rake. This is going to be awesome. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Reminder, you guys donating is what supports me buying dumb stuff to use. Like, this is the fund that you're funding. So if this looks awesome and you want to see this work, you want to see more crazy stuff on a rope, you know what to do and you know how to help. Here we go. That's what it does. It just shreds it. Dude, it's blowing up chunks out of it. Hang on, here we go. Ready? There, like that. Hang on, let me put you guys over here. That was scary. Look at that. I sounded like Mickey Mouse. All of those sunk in real nice. It's like a hug from far away. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the help and the donations. You guys are amazing. You guys are literally supporting the dumbest things that I'm doing. The peak velocity and nasty work. Hearing that thing hit peak velocity, yeah, is terrifying. This is so spooky. This is so fun. I love this so much. They're just sunk in. Claw didn't even do anything. It's going to catch on the way back when I rake and pull. Let's get these out of here. Oh, they jingle. Hang on. Let's see if I can get the ring. Oh, can I get them? Can you guys hear that? Can you hear that pretty wind chime made out of sadness? You ready? Isn't it so cute? It's so gentle. And then what? Oh my gosh. Thank you, late bros. I'll see you later. Take care. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Oh, it sounds so pretty. They sound so nice. All right. Ready? What? That's disgusting. Ooh, the claw sunk in too. That's awesome. This is so neat. Love this thing. Yeah, so throwing stars on the end of a rope actually work really, really well. And if you throw all of them down at the bottom just in one loop, it's like sadness. It makes sadness. That's what it is. Careful, don't hurt yourself. Who? Arctic Blade. Who do you think I am? Do you think that I, me, myself, Instructor Bensei, would hurt myself? You think that I could possibly damage myself like I already cut myself earlier today and multiple times over the course of this week? Yeah. Hello, Ireland. How you doing? Oh my goodness. I don't know any traditional Irish greetings in Gaeilge, but if I knew them, I would tell you. Hang on. Something. I'm gonna call Joe Duffy. There you go. That's my Irishness for you for today. Who wants me to not? Okay, all right. Listen, I'm seeing a lot of comments about this. You leave a comment if you don't want me to accidentally hurt myself. I'm not even gonna, thank you. Die. No, I'm not even gonna read that. I see the die. I understand the die. D-I-A, die. I'm not gonna even try the second part because it's probably said Matthew. I know how Irish spellings work. Actually, let's be clear. Traditional Irish spellings that the English tried to take over and spell in a way that makes sense to them. So technically I blame the English. Yeah, that's where we are. Read my name in chat. I can read Isaac. Absolutely Isaac. I don't want you to hurt yourself, but I do want you to have fun. Stay safe, have fun. All right, fine. Here we go. Sean, yep, here it is. Wait. Dia Hoots. Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. I'll try and figure it out, and I'll say hello. Here we go, ready? We're gonna spike this into it one more time. I love this thing so much. Hang on, let's see if it sticks in that archery target. Here we go. I'm gonna put you guys back over on the archery target. And then we're probably gonna go ahead and end the stream here soon, just to make sure that everybody can get on with their days. Reminder, I do put up these live streams after they're done for anybody that wants to watch the full thing, because I feel like everybody should have access to it. Additionally, if any of you guys are interested in learning Meteor, Hammer, or Rope Dart work, the crazy stuff that I do have a Patreon. That is Bensei Army. That is patreon.com/Bensei Army. You can find me there. $5 a month is our lowest tier, and it gets you lessons and time spent with me. If you guys are interested in learning, please make sure to go check that out. If you just want to watch me do crazy stuff, just support me on everywhere. YouTube seems to work the best lately, so thanks for being here. Here we go. Big swing. Bounces. Oh, it's bouncy. Yeah? That was a good one. I know it's leaving holes. It's just not sticking. It doesn't want to stay in. Here we go. They bounce out. This is very springy material. Hang on, let's see if a gentler hit does it. Does a gentler hit do it? No. Fine. Woo! I popped the mic off. You guys went for a ride. There we go. Throw you back on there. Let's see. I'm gonna have to throw a bunch of tape over this and see what I can get to stick. Ready? Elbow shot, bang, and downswing into horizontal swing. Gosh, could you imagine this around your ankles? Long to strike. Takes way too long to strike. Doesn't seem to for me, buddy. Right? I'm here. I'm there. That's my swing. Super quick. Pretty fast. Anyway, super huge fan of this. Love it. 12 out of 10. Hang on. That deserves a quick draw showing. Hang on. Let's do something really cool before we're done for today. So let's talk speed. Let's talk speed of cast. All right? Let's talk about what makes this thing slow. Let's actually talk about that because I dig talking about stuff like this. So here's the deal. The longer the line is, the longer it takes for me to interact with the weight. So if I've got the line super duper short, like up to the flag, and I swing, it goes pretty much in keeping with the swing of my arm, right? bang, 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 bang. I make it a little bit longer than forearm length. And I do that same swing. You see how it takes longer to travel along with me, right? Bang, bang. Yeah, it does take longer, right? If I've got the line all the way down to ankle height and I swing, wow, that really takes a long time to get through, doesn't it? So, yes, the longer the line is, the longer it takes me to affect the weight. That will always be true. And it's very different than a staff in that regard, right? Staff, once I move the back end of it, the front end's gonna move too. It's pretty much the same. So, in order to get this started moving quickly, I have to start from closer to the weight. That helps a tremendous amount with this. But you're right, sometimes it does move slowly. The casts are pretty quick though. I can get those moving at about 80 miles an hour, which is really quick, right? Again, for you guys, for your brains, bang, there it is, right? That's pretty quick. It does take a short wind up, but it does come out at you pretty fast. So that's one of the things that we have to worry about with this, because it is a lot quicker than most people expect. The additional swings look like this, right? So everybody thinks that the strike is slow, but realistically, this is about dumping all the force into your target in one go. Right? This drops one person really hard. So if I'm spinning this, each one of these should be considered an attack. They miss, but they all have the intent behind them of harming the thing that I'm striking at. So every single one of these swings that you've seen should be considered an attack. And that's a pretty confident, competent pace, right? Can I swing it faster? Absolutely. This gets cooking a lot quicker that way. But you're right, the swings off of a good solid hit do take a second to move. Very different from a stick. So I will say in that regard it is a little bit slower. However, it's more than fast enough when it goes to hit you, right? And especially when I'm in close, tight ranges, that's much faster. Additionally, we've got some really nasty quick draws that you can set up that are super duper fun. So if I start all the way from over on this end, and I daisy chain this out, right? There's this thing you can practice called a quick draw, which I need to put up a video about because I have people asking about that lately, right? Let's talk about the speed of this thing. So I'm gonna take this weight, I'm gonna throw it in my pocket. Take the other side, I'm gonna tuck it in my pants. I'm gonna run this cordage all the way over, take another loop out of this and tuck it in my pants. Now this is like something that you would put on in the morning or something like that. It's not, I'm not expecting someone to try and attack me and me to go, wait, let me crochet real quick, right? That's not how that works. But I've got this nice little belt. Here's the cool part. When I grab the flag, that's my weight extended and cast out. That's really nifty, right? And the cool part is wherever I grab this from, once it hits my target, should be exact right length to hit it again. So I've got my out to cast and then down. Those two swings together are really, really disgusting, right? Pretty quick, pretty cool. So if I'm gonna daisy chain this back and in, right? It's much faster than you think. Right? Defensive crochet, absolutely. This is 100% defensive macrame, right? Here we go. Let me tuck this back in. I do indeed go live, and I go live every Wednesday from 2 to 4 p.m. That's my goal. Every Wednesday, 2 to 4 p.m. Even on our drive up to upstate New York coming up in a couple of weeks, we'll do the same thing. So again, I'm back here, bang. There's my throw. There's my cast to the target. Now what I want to know is how much force that quick draw generates. Probably not nearly as much as anything else, but it definitely has enough of a wallop to make someone go, ah, my face, right? There we go. Monkey's fist knots work great. It's absolutely completely doable. The black thing is a flag. The flag helps with the draw for this. Go. And now my pockets are all dog-eared. All right, cool. So, well, Gavin, not everybody has access to that. Not everybody lives in America. And of all the people that live in America, not everybody has the funding to get the training required as well as the tool. Not everybody can buy ammo. So what you're speaking from is a point that most people might not understand. And that's one of the things that I have to keep in mind as a social media influencer and someone that teaches neat old martial arts weapons. Not everybody has access to tools like that. Not everybody can just get it. And it sounds like you speak from a position of privilege, which not everybody has. My goal is to share what I love with the masses and show how it can be used. That will always be the most important to me. It's a neat thing that you can do, right? That's okay. Here we go. Yikes. So yeah, absolutely. That's what we have to consider and think of, is not everybody has access to what we do. Anyway, I can't thank you guys enough for joining me today. You guys are excellent. It's been a pleasure to hang out with you all. It means a tremendous amount to vibe with you. We're gonna go ahead and probably call this here. If you guys are interested in checking out my videos, please make sure to go take a look. If you're interested in starting Meteor Hammer work, Meteor Hammer Rope Dart, a comprehensive beginner's guide. I know it's a mouthful, but Meteor Hammer Rope Dart, a comprehensive beginner's guide. It's like a 22-minute video, and I realize that that's a long time in Gen Alpha speak, but if you can stick it out for the 20-minute video, you guys will learn just about everything you need in order to get started trying this tool. It's not going to teach you all the stuff that you want to learn for like all the tricks, all the work, all the stuff like that, but it is going to teach you a lot of the questions. It's going to give you a lot of answers to questions that beginners have. It's going to give you a lot of answers to your do's and don'ts, what you should and shouldn't do with it, and how to be smart with it. And it's basically going to set you up for learning success. It's going to build the groundwork that you need to be successful with this tool. If you guys are interested, I also have a website, instructorbensei.com, where you guys can get access to a 5-video series that gets you up and moving with Meteor Hammer work. But if you're impatient for stuff like that, you don't have a lot of scratch, remember the Patreon exists, $5 a month, gets you free classes with me, not free classes, it gets you $5 a month classes with me. The first Thursday of every month, and an entire playlist of all the things that I've taught up to this point. So you guys will get a lot of information. I really just want to give you guys a fire hose of knowledge at the end of the day. I want you guys to know everything you can. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We're going to call the stream here. Go check out that video that I'm about to put up about throwing axes on a rope and seeing how they work. But anyway, take care, stay safe. You guys are wonderful, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 much love. Bye, 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 friends. 3, 2, 1, bye, bye. Okay, bye.